Okay, so we have to touch a tier again if you want to move forward back up to the... Was it the library we have to go to, which is the second floor? I believe so. Which we can head there from here now as well, to get that last piece of information. It was the library, right? The one that we couldn't read at the time. Do we have enough memories to even go there? We should. Yeah, we do. It was the second floor, right? And that's how we get to the library. Okay, you wake up, you dreamt about stars, stars, stars. You want to cry. Oh my god. By the way, hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Norman, and this is my first ever playthrough of Stars in Time. Pretty dark, right? Like, you know, every time we awaken now, we have some other dark entry into how Seafreen is thinking. But we're heading now to get, like, what should be another piece of information. Maybe the final piece as well, because if we're doing the rule of threes, it makes sense. But it doesn't always have to be in threes, so we'll see how that goes. Heading over here as well. So far, Act 4 has been, you know, I think... I don't want to fight you right now. Actually, maybe we should, but who knows. No, we should only fight them if we have the memory thing on them, right? Like, I don't think we have that on us right now. Like, the stuff that gives us more memories. Then we have to go over here, right? Yes. This is the only other place I know about that we can do this in, so... do we have equipment? Seafreen. Memory of memories. That's what we need to equip. Yeah. And it's here, right? The book is full of multiple books. One of those written in your language. You can read it now. It seems to be a book about different rituals to craft wishes. You flip through it. Oh, another wiggly, headachy book. Isn't another book on witchcraft? You nod. You start translating as best you can. The book talks about many different rituals to craft wishes. From the correct way to pick up four-leaf clovers to calling out the shooting stars the right way. Interesting. So even like how to get the best luck. Favorite tree what now? The favorite trees can grant wishes? Favorite trees like the one in Dormont? The one everyone asks things to? So it can actually grant... Okay, it makes sense, it makes sense. You even vaguely remember thinking about it a long time ago. Asking a higher power for a favor is no different than making a wish, isn't it true? Yeah, it is true. I just didn't pick up on that for a second as well there. Yeah, I guess like it is something that would be shocking, right? Because I guess witchcraft isn't a thing they have here in Dormont. Could someone wish for the favor tree of have trapped you here? That's what we're thinking, right? Someone else's wish is the reason we're trapped here. Whose? What? What did you wish for at the favor tree again? You think, trying to remember... Yeah, we did wish for something, didn't we? It was so far back, such a long time ago. You wished to visit more places. Wait a second. Are we getting looped? Because every time there's a roadblock that would stop us from visiting more places with Maribel, we loop again? Like when the king defeats us and kills us, we can no longer go to more places with Maribel. When we end the journey at the end... But there was multiple choices, wasn't there, though? Maybe I'm overthinking. It could be. But I'm thinking, like, maybe we're looping because we want to see more places with Maribel? And if you think... Because, like, I might be overthinking that, but I'm thinking that maybe we loop at the end because, like, that journey when Maribel is over? Was that all? You think so? Oh. It can't. It can't be because of your wish, then. You haven't even gotten that farther than beating the king, let alone leaving the house to make that wish come true. Your wish can't come true until you escape the loops. Are you sure? So then maybe, what did you all wish for? Oh, asking everyone else as well. So maybe it isn't our wish, because I was thinking that maybe the reason we're looping is because like the game was like, well, you're not going to be able to go, or the wish is like, hey, well, you're not going to be able to go on a journey with Maribel if your journey's over, but... Is it the favorite tree you mean? Well, I mentioned earlier, but oh, the coin, yeah. Wish to win a coin flip. And a wish came true, now that I think about it. I didn't put any belief in it, but the rituals are supposed to be important part, aren't they? But you know her wish doesn't come true on every loop. Some loops she wins the coin flip and some loops she doesn't. I asked my sister to be okay, and they didn't get this wish yet, right? Because every time we loop, right? I wish for all of Vaugarde to be safe from the king. So interesting. Because they technically haven't gotten these wishes to come true, right? For sure. What did you wish for, Isabeau? What about you, Isabeau? I didn't wish for anything. What? 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 Listen. I just didn't know what to wish for. I'm an indecisive guy. Leave me alone. I can't believe this. Oh, madame, I'm going to wish to win my next coin flip. Is going to judge me now? And honestly, like, I guess, like, he's saying, like, hey, you didn't treat this properly, you know? I didn't think anything would happen. At least I wished for something. That's too bad. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed I didn't wish for anything now. Why didn't I clap my hands and wish for something? Huh? Clap your hands? Yeah, that's how you ask the favorite tree for... okay, you look at the tree and clap your hands once and say aloud whatever you ask for. Isabel looks at everyone else. Is that not correct? No, it's what I did. Me too. This is how you taught me, Isabel. That's also how I learned it at school. Seafrin, did you not do it like that? Wait, do we have a broken wish? Of course not. Is that what happened? To make your wish and breathe into the leaf you like best? And fold the leaf over and keep your wish safe? What? It just makes sense. So we didn't do the proper wishing, so did we do a broken wish of some kind, I wonder? They're all looking at you. You've only wished a favorite tree that one time, but it just makes sense. You try to explain. You chose the leaf to represent yourself. Uh-huh. You breathe your wish into it to make a link between you and whatever you're wishing for. So a link between you and the tree? No, the universe, I think? What's Keep going, Seafrin. You repeat your wish 3 times. 3 times? 6 could work, I think, or 7 or 13. That's vague, I guess. So whatever number? And you fold the wish into the leaf and tether the link between you and the wish. I think it's a very spiritually beautiful way of doing it, right? Touching it. They're all staring at you. If you just look at the tree and clap and say stuff aloud, why would the wish know where to go? I suppose so. That kind of makes sense, I suppose. But there's so many details to remember. And that's not what we were taught at all. It's something we learn as Guardians, and I've never heard anyone do it differently. But then the favorite trees are more of a superstition, aren't they? No one really takes it seriously. Well, except lately, where everyone started taking it super seriously just in case. That's the thing, as I say with any thing, right? If you know the world is about to end, I guarantee you, friends that were never religious before. I'm not religious, but like again, like I'm not saying I would become religious, but I'm saying you would have people turn to that, right? I watched a show recently that was like a zombie show that had like an apocalypse thing going on, and it was so interesting. Like one of the characters who like was just a very jolly person. Became kind of obsessed with like religion and stuff because he was, you know, it is kind of one of those things like what do you have to lose? You know, it's like what do I have to lose? I'll just put my faith in this now, you know. But like in reality, you know, I remember that was something that like a religion teacher said to us one time. It's like most people think like, yeah, what do I have to lose? You know, but like I always thought then like if God was real, which again I don't believe in God, but if God was real, then wouldn't they know you don't actually believe, or would they just appreciate the effort? You know what I mean? So did everyone from the country mess up their wish? Odile starts laughing. Why are you laughing? Sorry. It's just funny. This could have been a way to save a guard if someone wished for it, but no one knew how to do it correctly. So, and the only person who knew how to do it wish for. What did you wish for, Seafrin? So we did it correctly. So it's not broken. It's embarrassing. So I wished for cross-ons to be eradicated. We didn't wish for that. What? No, not cross-ons. And since Seafrin knew the ritual, cross-ons might actually be... Oh no, I sure hope the specific wish doesn't come true. But yeah, no one except Steve knew the ritual, but ritual is already a part of it, right? Belief is another. If enough people wish for the same thing, maybe it can make a difference. A drop of belief in an ocean of nothing. Boo. So Mirabelle wished for Vagard to be saved. Odile wished for the coin flip. Bonnie wished for their sister to be okay. And Isabeau didn't wish for anything. You don't think any of those wishes could have trapped you? Yeah. No, I thought the Mirabelle thing was like a broken wish. I'm not like, you know, I don't mind getting things wrong because it's like one of those things we're going to be thinking about a lot of things that are happening, you know? Maybe someone else's? The king probably wished for Vagard to be perfect or something, so you don't think it's related to you? Is there a way to know what people in Vagard wish for? You should ask the villagers in Dormont what they wish for. Is that an actual thing we're doing now? We're going to have to ask people of... I guess we can ask everybody what they wish for. Like, that might be fun. First of all, let's go through this place for a second here. And just absolutely wreck some beings and creatures and dreams here. Yeah, so, like, it's interesting because we're trying to find out who could have trapped us here in a dream, which makes sense, right? If someone trapped us here. And my whole thought process there with the Mirabelle thing... crazy. Does anyone have anything to say about this? My whole thought process with the Mirabelle thing was that, like, if we wish for Mirabelle to, like, be on to go on more journeys with Mirabelle, now, then, like, would that have, like, looped us all the time because our journey would have been over with Mirabelle and we wouldn't be able to see new places. But the reason why I think that would go against my theory is that, well, the only chance to really, and what Seafreen said, right? One of the only chances that you get to see more places with Mirabelle might be to, like, have everything... How do I say it? One of the only chances to actually see things with Mirabelle would be to have this journey be over, because then we can go on more journeys if we wanted to and see more places with Mirabelle. Right now, we can't do that, right? So I understand that. Then I thought it might have been a broken wish. Say if we wished the wrong way and we wished to see more things with Mirabelle. Is it a broken wish? And when I said that broken, because remember the idea of things being broken, like did we wish to have more time with Mirabelle? But since we didn't do it right, the wish is just sending us back to, like, hanging out with Mirabelle in this state more. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? But it seems like it is someone else's wishes, not any of our crew. Like, who would wish for something to do with Seafreen? That's what I'm thinking about. Who would wish for that? At all? It has to be someone who either knows Seafreen, or someone who noticed Seafreen, or something like that. You know what I mean? Or, like, could it be, like, a cosmic, like, thing where it's like the world decided who, like, if someone wished, like, I wish someone had the ability to save everyone from the king or something like that, and then the world gave it to Seafreen. Or what if, like, the wish is something like, I wish the king could be like punished over and over again and killed over and over again, and so the way for us to do that would be to have Seafreen loop back. But the only reason why that probably wouldn't make any sense is there's so many times we loop back without actually beating the king, right? There's so many things to think about. There are so many things to think about. I think that's a good sign that we have, like, a lot of intrigue going into this as well, honestly. Nice stuff. You know, I'm excited about I'm excited about learning about this stuff, but also, like, pretty terrified about learning about stuff too. So we're gonna have to go all the way back to, we're gonna have to warp, so we're gonna find a tier to warp anyway, so. So this gets rid of the guy in the middle, by the way, but doesn't get rid of the shell, which is crazy. I kind of like it in a way. It's, like, a really cool touch. Like, even that guy is, like, is protective of over the... Like, he's able to protect the shell. Even the shell is able to protect the middle guy even from, like, this crazy attack, you know? We might as well get as much on the way as we can. What the frick was that? That was Seafreen. But why? It was like a shadow of Seafreen. Is like... Are we seeing the... Like an alternate Seafreen or something? No, I should have healed him. That's my bad. I feel so bad. I'm gonna do just attack and then heal him up. That was so creepy there. You know what? That's so interesting. The way they did that, you could almost question. You could almost be like, wait, did I actually see that? You know what I mean? It's like, you know we saw, but it's like, did I? You know what I mean? You could question yourself for a second. For sure. Very, very creepy stuff. So I'm actually it's funny because, like, this game definitely has a special hold on me, by the way, because, like, the fact that I'm excited to talk about people and their wishes, because it's such a cool theory, right? Of, whose wish could have trapped us here. It's a really cool idea. That I'm not, like, opposed to, just finding out. It's actually, like, really interesting to me. And actually, I talked about this recently, like, how, like, I really feel like this game has, like, a lot of the stuff I love about Shenmue. Like, the idea of talking to characters, finding out information that way. Shenmue 3 is actually getting, like, a remaster soon, and I'm actually very excited for that. I have the collector's edition literally on my shelf right now. Oh, we could have touched a tier already. I was thinking I was on floor 1. But now, honestly, like... But now I'm kind of thinking that maybe, yeah, because in floor 1 it's usually there, but like there's tiers everywhere. What am I doing? I think I was just, like, on autopilot for a bit. I wonder if seeing the Seafreen there actually was like seeing Alternate versions of Seafreen. We have 41 of these. That's actually very good, isn't it? Let's go back to dorm 1. Loop 86. You dreamt you were eating your friends whole. You want to throw up. It's so dark. It's so dark. Let's save the game just in case. Well, actually, you know what's really good about playing this on? I played this all my PC games on a Steam Deck, right? And what's really good about that for recording is that if the power ever goes out, and not just recording for gameplay, if the power ever goes out, right? I have it set up where my recordings won't be lost, which is great. But it's also, the game won't lose any progress because since it's a Steam Deck, it will just go into undocked mode. It's actually perfect. So we won't lose any progress from this game at all. This would, already, this, doing these loops over and over again puts a... It makes me feel very uncomfortable, right? And it's more and more each time it's making me feel uncomfortable. Should we go left to right and start talking with this lady here? The woman is daydreaming, singing softly under her breath. Since everything got reset, you could ask her about something else this time. Oh, hi. You're one of the saviors, aren't you? I recognize you. And you traveled with a few people, right? You traveled with, we said something different last time. Bonnie? Bonnie. Oh, what a cutie. Definitely a younger sibling of your group. There's no doubt about it. You don't react. Having people consider you family is nice. It really is, isn't it? I hope you all get to spend more time together. You need to ask. Are you wondering what I asked the favourite tree? It's a secret. Tell me! Right now! What you asked the favourite tree? You know, the end of the world is fine and all, but I only have one regret. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, interesting. Maybe you can find the last issue for them? You need to ask. Do you even need to ask? I guess not. So they asked for the issue, the book. I wonder where we could find that. The last issue of the chateau. I remember you. We haven't talked to you forever. Big cat, impossibly warm-looking cloak. Yeah, we can skip this all as well. Talking to people is hard. You get it. You don't think you managed to talk to Mirabelle last time. Mirabelle would have mentioned it. You should go and tell Mirabelle yourself. You need to ask. The favorite you to help on a journey. I don't really believe in that stuff, but the head husband does, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So it's to help Mirabelle on her journey. Fantastic stuff. What did you wish for? So scrawny. Scrawny one. Do you know you can press X to run? You should give it a try sometime. Oh, and do you know you can turn on always run? I did. This is one of the first things we heard about. Yes, I do. I do know about this. Running is very important. You can finish things faster. You can build up your endurance. You can avoid your problems. You can escape when sadness runs after you. I do all those things. As you should. I'm glad you found a like-minded person today. Best luck in running the house tomorrow. You need to ask. If I asked the favorite tree for anything, I asked for guard to be saved, of course. What an interesting question. The housemaid asked me the same thing before the house fell. So they asked for guard to be saved. What did you guys ask the favorite tree? A third of a pastry. Aren't you one of the saviors? Yeah, we heard about this before as well, right? I kind of want to just know about your wish, if I'm being honest with you. Incredible. Incredible. I've never seen anyone give such a insane look. It would offer a cross on you, not staying. Yeah, we saw this before as well. Some of the stuff they don't want you to skip through, right? You got a pound of chocolate. Because we've seen this before. We've seen this before. I wonder why they don't let you skip through this. You don't look great. Everything okay? Good luck tomorrow. You need to ask. I asked you to save my daughter. So to save his daughter? I'm helping Papa today. You need to ask. The tree? I asked for a pile of croissants. A pile of croissants. So we asked for no croissants. They asked for a pile of croissants. The door seems to be locked. It's locked by one of those weird locks. You need to know the open phrase to open it. Nothing happens. I don't need a tutorial, by the way. I probably just need to, it's tutorial kid. My mom says you're very strong, and you're going to help save us all, but I need to challenge you to know your strengths, so... No, I just need to know what you dreamt about. No, I'm okay. And this kid knows things you don't. Talk later? I don't need to do a tutorial, right? We can yeah. In the arena. Yeah, here we go, yeah. What I asked the big tree? I asked to win my next rock, paper, scissors fight. Of course. So they all have again, some people have big lofty wishes, which is I want, the world to be saved. Some people just have wishes where it's I want to win this, I want to do this. So, which is very personal, Hello, young lad. Sit down next to me. You can sit on the benches of the stool by walking into him. Yes, I know. Just walk into them, very intuitive. You know, you need to ask. We repeated by the way. Like, I know this, right? Like, Sifon's getting very frustrated. The favorite tree? I asked it that if the end was coming to make it fast. Jesus. So they asked if the end was coming to make it fast. Obviously that's dark. But again, it's one of those things where I'm not going to shame this person either because no one wants to suffer, do they? Oh, hey, traveler. You're not from God, are you? That's the rumor, at least. I'm from Pateria myself. I came to Vagard to further my studies a few months ago. How do you like Vagard? It's nice, right? Lots of scholars, good food, and welcoming people. Especially the House of Change. They let everyone in and aren't shy about sharing their knowledge, even if you don't follow their belief. It's strange, right? I've traveled a lot, but I've never been to a country with such welcoming people. That's why this place is in trouble. I couldn't be movier, to be honest. Well, it's a little awkward right now with the king. I might actually be forced to move here permanently. I should be a good spot to be frozen in. Yeah, we talked about this as well. Some of the stuff they don't want you to skip the same thing again. I have faith you'll win, of course. I have to be able to go back to Pateria soon. So everyone has different wishes, but it's like not every one of them can come true, right? For sure. I'm fishing. You look like someone who would like fishing. Would you like to fish for a little bit? You didn't catch anything last time, but maybe this time? Maybe later. You need to ask. What I asked the favorite tree? I asked for Vagard to be saved so I can catch some more fish. And again, a lot of these reasons are very personal. Even like the ones where it's like, hey, I want to save the Vagard. It's like, hey, because I want to fish more, right? And that's totally understandable. I hope the world doesn't end tomorrow so I can see the next Persona game that comes out. It's no one's going to shame you for that and should shame you for that, right? It's because we all have personal things we love that get us through the day and stuff we want to see. And like, again, obviously when people say that as well, there's also people like, if I'm going like, oh, I hope the world is dead so I can play Persona. Obviously, I also don't want the world dead because I want people in my life I love to be here as well. But there's nothing wrong with having a personal reason why you want to like get through every day, and what's something you look forward to, Look at my own complete stranger. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that like, your whole priority should be like more than anything else in life, just one thing. I'm saying that there's nothing wrong with having personal reasons for wanting things to go on, You're one of the people traveling with the Mirabelle, aren't you? One of the saviors? I like going into strangers' homes. Don't we all? Since you're here, can you help me? Oh yeah, the necklace thing again, yeah. It's crazy, yeah. And this is one of the darkest things as well, like having the wife just frozen right beside her. You're right. I think she'd be happy with this one. The universe must not care about her that much. The universe may not care about it that much, by the way. Yeah, that's why they don't let us skip it. There's like little tidbits here and there. Make sure to defeat the king tomorrow, okay? I'd like to ask my wife which one she actually prefers. What's wrong? You look really pale. You need to ask. I asked to save my wife. Make her move again. I could have asked to save everyone, but I'm selfish like that, I suppose. It's not selfish. It's not. And like, even if it is, who gives a damn? You know what I mean? Like, asking for your wife to be saved. I'm not going to shame you. There's not an ounce of shame that will come from my lips towards you for wanting to save your loved one. Not an ounce of it. At all. Faster forward to this. What asked the favorite tree? For the change, I got to keep protective of God, of course. To keep protecting. And again, it's one of those things that we talked to them before. They were getting a little bit erratic when it came to the idea of, oh, you tell me the change God isn't saving us? You know what I mean? Is that, I think we were talking about we asked them what it would be like if the change God wasn't actually giving us any favor. The amazing artist is here. I love this artwork. It's Mirabelle. The kid beams at you. They shuffle their drawings around to show you another one. Love this drawing as well. It's me. Can you draw something I can take with me? The kid looks at you for a moment and gets to work. I said this before, but like when you tell a kid who's drawing something, can you draw something for me? Right? Oh my God. Have you ever like had like a little cousin or like a little brother or sister or something? You're like, hey, can you draw me? Or can you draw something for me? What you want? It's like, oh, a dinosaur. They're like, their eyes beam. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Someone admires my work. It's you and your family members. It's me and my friends. The kid makes a happy noise and gives you the drawing. You got a friendship doodle. You put the drawing in your pocket along with your souvenirs. Thank you, talented one. The kid laughs happily and he gets back to drawing. The kid grins at you and gets back. Oh, so we're not asking the kid, I guess? What they dreamt for? What they wish for? Fair enough. Mr. Flower as well. I thought we'd be able to ask, like, yeah, it's fine. It's private, isn't it? I didn't know the houseman, so I didn't see why I'd have to tell you. Sorry. It's okay. I understand. We're not going to push the issue. So I guess I wonder if like it's just all kids we won't get their idea what... Yeah, maybe. Wizard little kid. Big-hatted one. My mother talked about you. She said you're a traveler with a big hat doesn't mean you're a wizard. Because wizards aren't real. Are you a wizard? I love that. Just a traveler. That's so funny. The kid turns away and ignores you. You need to ask. Okay, so I guess the other kid we're not asking, but we're asking this kid? Oh, so maybe it's not the kids then. Maybe it's just because like we don't want to bother them because they're doing their drawing. Who cares about some stupid tree? I didn't ask you anything. It's your job to save us more anyway, isn't it? Guess so. The little girl is making a frog embroidery seems too shy to make eye contact with you. Hi. We asked them both things before. She seems shy. If we leave her alone, we ask the... Wait, no, we have to ask about the frogs then. Okay, so we can't? Do we have to loop again and ask her? The kid still dances. She looks at you curiously. You look so weird. Are you from up in the sky? How did you know? Yes, I knew it. If you're in the sky, then I'm going to give this back to you. You got a 4-pointed leaf. You put the leaf in your pocket along with your souvenirs. It fell from the sky, but I'm giving it back. Thank you for this gift. The kid nods stoically. Ask for everyone to be okay. A lot of like, hey, people being okay, saving the world, saving their loved ones. Very interesting in that sense. Is someone there? Hello? Hello there. I don't recognize your voice. Are you perhaps one of the saviors? I knew it. It's very nice to meet you. I met another one of you earlier. They smelled like snacks. A little kid by the name of Body wasn't, yes, the most precious being who ever lived. If you're looking for them, I heard them go past the bridge just out of here a little while ago. They went to look for my veggie field. They talked to me about my veggie field and then went back to look at my veggie field. It's such a kid thing to do, right? Can I go see your veggie field? Yeah, sure. Comes back 2 minutes later. And so what's this happening here? And it's like, oh yeah, that's that. Okay. And just go back. Yeah, it's such a kid thing to do. This time my vegetables look really shiny and delicious. So I would die for them now. Please do. No, don't please die. I mean, like, please have that mentality because Bonnie deserves it. Perhaps I shouldn't make such jokes considering you need to ask. Fascinating for the favorite tree? I did. I asked for everyone of a god to be saved. Pretty boring, huh? But it's okay. People are like, oh, my decision is boring. My wish is silly. My wish is selfish. So is it possible to get open phrases for all these doors, I wonder? Possibly. I think I missed the librarian, by the way. The smell here isn't too overpowering. Good for you. You're all cowards, we can say. It's crazy. And type change doors you celebrate, you need to ask. I serve and want to have a good time tomorrow. So none of these wishes, I think, right now could trap us here. I think the only person we haven't talked to then is the librarian, right? Because I think I've talked to everyone, but I think I passed by the librarian because I don't remember talking to them, and this is the library, right? So I think that's the only person left, right? I don't actually believe in that stuff, so I didn't ask for anything. I did help the housemaid with it. She was asking everyone what they asked for. I don't know why. Did we talk to everyone now? There must be someone we missed, right? There must be someone we missed. Could we talk to Luke, maybe? Unless we have to talk to all of our friends as well. Possibly. Let's see what the options are here. Hi, Sephine, do you need anything? I guess, like, you have a fan? I do? You nod and point to the stylish woman's house. I don't know whose house that is. A stylish lady? She was very stylish. You described the stylish lady as best you can. I'm sorry to tell you this, but stylish ladies are very rare to regard. Aren't very rare? Okay. She's like, all the ladies here are amazing, you know? I'm a top super lady, she said. I see a lot of people during classes. I'm not smart enough to remember everyone I see. Maybe eventually they'll find a way to jog her memory. So we have to get like something very distinctive. I think maybe we should talk to Loop, right? I think we should talk to Loop. Because I feel like I've talked to everybody, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go talk to Loop. Because we've talked to everybody. There's two wishes we didn't get was from the two kids. Hi, starters. Say, you've looked back a lot using tears, haven't you? Was it on purpose or did you trip into them? Well, on purpose, I guess. I suppose it is useful. It's a fast way to loop back. Isn't it tiring to having to walk back to find one? Are you tired? Are you annoyed yet? They know that, by the way, I think it's actually very interesting, and it's probably one of the most interesting a game has ever done. They know that that engaging in some of these mechanics can be frustrating, but they're frustrating for the character as well. It's like, oh, you have to walk all the way back to this here. It's not that bad, but they know like they could be frustrating, and they're trying to like make sure that they talk about them as well. Are they trying to get on your nerves on purpose? Not on purpose. Just trying to make conversation. Always prodding. It's annoying to have walk back every time, though, right? Well, there's no faster way, and it's either this or die of fright. So I'd say the tears are better. Is it the only way? No other way. We're not going to talk about that dagger. Those tears sure are getting on my nerves, though. So annoying, right? What should I do next? We asked all this stuff here already. Can we ask them? What's song with shade? Is that what we saw? There's this book fan. Mira has a fan. I'm gonna make a bomb out of fix a knife. So wait. There's this book fan. Okay. That man living in the house full of books. He seems to be really into that book series your housemaid likes. The Cursing of Chateau Castle, right? Didn't the last issue come out right as the king started freezing for God in time? It might be hard to find. If you find the issues, you could remember the issue and number and tell him. Maybe you might end up finding the very last one. And then we talk about the fan as well. Mira has a fan. She does. She doesn't actually remember meeting a fan, even though they shared classes together. Oh, wow. I mean, like, I don't think it's any, like, a bad thing about Mirabelle. I think we all have, like, spotty parts of our memory. Like, at least I feel that way some way. How devastating. I wonder if there's a way to make her remember. Questions. Bonnie was looking at a book. So I thought we might be able to ask like Luke what they wished for, but then again, they probably wouldn't have wished for something as well. Interesting. I don't know where to go. We must have missed somebody, right? We must have. Maybe if we go back and talk to those kids again, they might give us a different option to talk to, because they're the only two we haven't talked to, right? In terms of people? Yeah, I think so. So no asking them a question. Do I actually have to loop to ask this gal a question? Because that would be crazy if so. Like, that would be actually like, you know, I wouldn't be too much of a fan of that if that's the case. I don't think that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, that would be very, very like, oh, come on. You know, like, it would be. It definitely would be. We've talked to everybody though, right? So the only indication we have is that the housemaiden asked everybody about their wishes. So I'm wondering, do we have to go back and fight the king? Is that a possibility? Now, I could go and talk to everyone and get their powers and stuff like this as well, and it might change the conversations to do with that too, but we just need to go and talk to the housemaid. I know I'm doing like a shortcut here, not talking to everybody, but I feel like right now it's probably the best option. And then like maybe like we can talk to someone after. I think we should go and I think we have to defeat the king and talk to the housemaid again. I legit think that's what we have to do. Because if we're going like 20 to loop forward to the king, you know what I mean? Now it's going to be different because we don't have those conversations under our belt. He fell and broke his neck again. Hilarious. Oh my god, the way they say that. We're not going to be as powerful. Well, we should equip some stuff to make us more powerful, right? For sure. But yeah, like, I hope you guys understand why, like, I'm just like, this time around we won't do this because we're just trying to defeat the king like we did the first time. Plus 5 dollar stats. Where is it here? It's, yeah. Memory of looping. Yeah, I think this is good for us here as well. In terms of our memories here, we could do the plus $30 stats as well. I think we have all this stuff as well. Memory of stargazing. We don't have the memory of we will win, right? We don't have that this time around. Which is fine. We're just gonna have to work on it in other ways. Yeah. We're just gonna have to work on it in other ways, but like that's fine. I need to talk to the housemaiden. That's what we need to do because she clearly knows what people wish for, and that's what the librarian said. But then I wonder we'll get a chance to ask something else to the king as well. That could be a possibility too. There's so much that goes into this game that like just trying stuff and seeing what sticks in the wall is a good idea. And again, like I said, I am not ashamed to look up stuff if I need to. You know what I mean? And if we get to that point, I will. Like again, it's not like I ever think it's a bad thing. The king looks at you and sobs. Oh, we shall fight and see which side the universe favors. There it is, the universe. But you know what I mean? Like I never like am ashamed of that. And I'll always let you guys know it's the best way to go about it. Sif, seeing the king right now after everything that happened, you can't help but look at his hands. What happened with Bonnie? Is this the first time we're fighting him since then? Oh, it made our movement speed go down? Zone out for this part because we're so afraid of what happened last time to Bonnie. I mean, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense, right? It makes so much sense to me. We have to put this on as well. We gotta boost our defense as well. Craft, slow. Slow you down as well. Thank you, Bonnie. Like this, I didn't even think of it that way. This is the first time we've looked at the king since this has happened. This is legitimately the first time we've since what happened with Bonnie. Of course, it's going to terrify Seafreen. I feel so bad for Seafreen. We survived it. Craft. It's not working. We literally cannot change it. We literally cannot change it whatsoever. We don't even get buffs. That's so interesting. I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Let's go in and just start attacking, I suppose, as well. We actually haven't attacked yet. That's some good damage. Super Sparkle heal on Seath. Super interesting way they've done this. What if we just do like just attack? What does that do? Not even that good damage, right? I'm really worried. Now, thank God Seafreen has like all the health here as well, which is cool. They've gotten fast again. Nice bit of attack there as well. Seeing Seafreen in terror, by the way, is heartbreaking, right? Absolutely heartbreaking. Mega Sparkle heal, do we need it? We don't even need it. Pockets. Boost everyone's attack, why not? Smash your turn. Break. Why not? Do another attack there as well. Zone out for this part. We will zone out for this part. Every time I look down at Seafreen, it's painful. Wait, should we see if we can ask another question, by the way? Oh, wait, I almost forgot. We should try and ask another question. We almost went through this without asking any questions. Well, that's an attack as well. I'm so off my game. 100% I'm off my game. We should definitely ask a question. See if we can. You don't want to protect yourself anymore is interesting phrasing, right? Let's just see if we can ask a question, right? Any new questions? Oh, a flower for you? What? What's witchcraft? We're not giving them a flower. I'm sorry. It's not happening. This sticky, sweet smell is around you. It is around me. It is around all of your companions. It is around the whole of the world. I wonder how this country looks from the outside in. Skipping and stopping. Rewinding and restarting. It is not true eternity, but it is close enough, I suppose. So he's saying rewinding inside. Is he saying that like all the stuff that's happening with as well? Because he's aware there's some type of loop happening, right? Whoever caused this must have had a belief stronger than mine. I can't give them the flower, guys. I know it's going to be an option, but like maybe before we could have done that. I can't. I know people might be like, Calvin, like, you know, it's for the lore. Like, I'm going to treat this as like, as I always would, like a real story. I can't have it. Oh, we are getting buffs, I guess, a little bit. I can't do it. I cannot. After what happened with Bonnie, I will not even extend a hand to them anymore. Honestly. It's just not happening. It's good to slow them down, but they might honestly, like, yep, there it is. Almost instantly. My teas give me strength. I bet they do. Weirdo. Even in our attack images here, Seafreen is very, very nervous, you know? Oh, I don't again, guys, I'm so off. All I'm thinking about is like the lore. I have to think about the battle. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is like thinking about getting past this battle when like I still have to realize like there's a battle, right? And so I'm like, oh, we had our health lowered before, but then like, you know, I'm just off my game completely. My bad, guys. I'm so sorry about that. And here's the thing: it's not something to be sorry for, but I'm saying sorry anyway because it's like, you know, it's sorry to myself as well for not paying attention with that. And it's not that I'm like not obviously like, you know, doing the battle in the way that like works. It's more just like one of those things where like there's so much stuff in my mind right now in this battle, what's happening after the battle, that sometimes your mind skips a little bit to like in that moment when I did that, I was just thinking about like when we get past this, we're gonna be able to talk to the housemaiden. That's all I was thinking about. But we have to think about the battle at hand as well, you know. There's everything good that's involved in this. It's not just like, you know, what happens after. It's also what's happening right now. Stop that right now. Is it possible to beat the king without lovely, adorable moving shield? Sword of defense again. Let's see. Boost everyone's speed. I know we can't boost Seafreens. Not a lot of damage. Seafreen doesn't do a lot of damage if you feel tired. Oh man, slowing everyone down as well. Paper 3. Still got to do damage. Thank you, Bonnie. We have our defense boost already. Try to give some of them an advantage in any way, shape, or form. Healing ourselves is not a terrible idea when it comes to this stuff as well. Our attack is lowered. It's not going to be as effective. We maybe should raise our attack there, but like having Mirabelle healed is honestly a big priority for me as well. We do want to fight. We're already healed. Pretty buffy friend. Yeah, boost that attack for as much as possible. Oh yeah, try that with Mirabelle. Try it. Big king freak. Come on. Boost everyone's defense. Why not? Craft. We'll just go with the palm strikes again. The palm strikes seem to work for us, you know, generally. Stop lowering my attack, please. Like, we're gonna get through this, but like, obviously we have to do this every time we want to talk to, I wonder if we just start using this. Would it work if we have, like, their weakness is that, right? If they're not resistant to it. Right? Maybe. So, like, say if we do this. I could try it out. Like, I could try it out, right? Oh, we don't have it. My bad. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Okay, now we can do. Again, it's one of those things I didn't talk to him. I was just trying to talk to the housemaiden. Break. Pockets. This is probably gonna lower our attack right away. Thank you, Bonnie. Here we go. Craft. Making sure that we get this on us as well, right? Making sure. I'm making sure of this. It is a fight to the death. Because if we do just attack, it doesn't work out here for us that well. Oh no, it does. It's good damage. It's good damage, but like obviously like they're resistant, and it doesn't actually. Oh, we could have been doing that this whole time. I thought like at the start it didn't do much damage, but it did. Okay, we could have been doing this whole time. That's actually gonna work out because it doesn't add to the thing on the side either. We can still do our palm attacks while also doing that. This could have gone so much quicker. That could have gone so much quicker. Oh my god. Like with 900 damage every single time. You know what I mean? Yeah, honestly, to heal Mirabelle. We can still do the palm strikes while also doing this move here then. Oh, we need three turns. Okay, that's yeah, okay. That's fine though. We can do this. Come on, one more. All we need is one freaking more. That takes the slow off. Okay. Let's go. Why not? Who's going next? No, let's not chance it. Let's get an attacking. We have while we have our attack boosted. While it's boosted. Let's get a good attacking. Stop attacking Mirabelle, okay? Hey, this weirdo's got a weird thing about attacking Mirabelle. We have to make sure Mirabelle is healed all the time. Let's see. Pockets. We already have that. Make everyone a little bit faster. Craft. Let's just do a palm strike. Keep heading in. And this is the moment, yeah. It probably took longer than it could have been if I used it. Like if I used the other attacks, we could have done that as well. I love this scene with Mirabelle. It's my favorite thing. Like before, as always, Mirabelle's attack brings his king to his knees. I can't disappear. Not yet, not when. I still can't stray. It's the name of the place that we're from, right? And now here we are again. And again, it's so crazy how when we first came here, it was like this big, meaningful moment. And now, like, it fills me with dread almost every time we go and see her, you know? It fills me with, like, this weird dread every time we go to see the housemaiden. I think it's, again, it's all intentional. These feelings of, like, oh my god, like now we're here again. We're doing this again. Oh my god, we're doing this again. Are you serious? We're here again. You know, like, all this stuff, like, feels very, like, intentionally painful and restrictive and claustrophobic sometimes, you know what I mean? At least to me. And I'm going to go talk straight to the housemaid. I know we could talk to everyone as well, but I don't think we'll have different things. In fact, it'll be the You'll loop back once you talk to the housemaiden. It's all over if you talk to her, but why? We need to chat to her about, like, the notes that she has, right? Can we go back for a second? We cannot. I'm sure your companions have a lot to talk about. Why don't you talk to them and come back to me? So we have to talk to our companions. Okay, but I think it's going to be the same conversation we had before, right? Yeah. But I hope we get to ask it. If it's not this, do you feel better now? What about you, Mira? Me? Well, I'm better now, but I'm asking about you. I'm good. Okay. Sifrine, do you remember a few weeks ago when I asked you if you liked being on this journey? You don't. Of course. Back then you said that being on this journey was the happiest you could remember. Yes, this we thought this upset Mirabelle, right? Is that still the case, Sifrine? Are you still happy? And we know we're not happy right now. We know we're not. We know Sifrine's not happy. Yeah. Okay, if that's the truth, then I'm glad. It's not the truth. It's not, but we're trying to keep that. Before you forget, though, can we group hug after I speak to the housemaiden? Interesting. Would you be okay with it? I'd love to. You nod. You should make sure to talk to everyone before talking to Isabeau. So maybe we're actually going to get like a different, because we didn't do the actual friendship things. Maybe we'll get something different here. Interesting. So she asked us about, like, are we happy? And that's such like a question for someone like Sifrine who wants to keep everyone else happy as well and keep everyone safe. He doesn't even want Mirabelle knowing that he's not very happy right now, especially in this moment. Like, even in these darkest moments, Sifrine is thinking about someone else, you know? Do you want a snack? Yes. Sure. Okay, I have a croissant left. Do you still want it? No. Nothing else? I've half-eaten apple. I'll take it. Ew. The half-eaten apple has a massive bite mark on it. You take it and eat it with 3 bites, core and all. Bonnie watches you eat silently. Freen, are you okay? Yeah, why? I don't know. I'm just asking. But if you said you're okay, then it's true, I guess. Not always, is it? Before you forget, though, do you have some snacks left? Well, look at your pockets. There we go as well. And then we talked to Odile. Fast forward to this too. Here we go, unskippable. But really, and they keep asking us, is everything okay? So they're noticing a change in us, right? They're constantly noticing that something's changing. Literally from yesterday to today, right? If you think about it. What do you mean? I don't know, Sifrine. You felt off since yesterday. Sorry, from the day before yesterday to that day. More withdrawn, mostly. Tell me what's wrong. Wait, I wonder if it's because we didn't talk to people as well as much at all. Did anything happen with us there? I don't know. Well, no, we would have in this timeline. We would have, yeah. Nothing's wrong. It's okay if you don't want to tell me, you know. I'll find out eventually. But I'm not hiding anything. We know we are definitely hiding something. Sifrine, I'm missing something. I must be. Well, never mind then. I just know that I'm here if you want to talk. And that's the thing. It's like, Sifrine has like this battle in their mind with themselves where I shouldn't tell people because that will worry them. It'll be too weird. They'll think I'm weird. What will they think about all this time that I've been doing something I haven't told them? When in reality, I genuinely think that if you told Odile at the very least, you would have like someone who's like not only on your side, but someone who's so intelligent and so supportive that could help you out with this situation. Well, not for much longer. So you better tell me soon. You know what I mean? Sif, we did it. We did it, Sif. We did it. We stopped the king. Yeah, I feel so bad for Sifrine, like overall with this stuff. Oh, here we go. Are you both finished? So the same thing happened again. There's so much we have to do before we go back to our lives. You two can talk later, okay? Oh, Gems, did I interrupt? It's fine. And Odile knows that Isabeau likes Sifrine. It's fine. It's all good. Are you sure? No problem. Don't worry about it. There has to be a better moment later. A better moment than saving the country. Anyway, Steve, I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to go back to my old job, you know? Make sure to say hi when you're near Javon, okay? Super aside though, and there it is, are you doing okay? Everyone's asking us how we're feeling. Are you doing okay? Do you want some snacks? What do you mean? I don't know, you've had a weird vibe since yesterday, so I just want to make sure you're good now. Are you good? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. As in, I don't believe for a second that we'll have time to talk about it tonight, you know. Come on. Go and talk to everyone else. There is something so painful about witnessing somebody who has the ellipses in their head, the 3 dots, and then they say, yes, I'm okay. There's something so painful about knowing that somebody is saying, yes, I'm okay, even though you know that they're the most not okay they've ever been in their lives. Seafreen is at a point in their lives where they're in more pain than they ever have been in their entire freaking life. It is brutal what they're going through, and they have to stand. They feel like they have to smile and say everything's okay, but they've been through so much brutality, like the stuff that happened with Bonnie, the stuff that happened with all the loops and stuff, because they've been through so much at this age that they can't hide it from their family that loves them. Every one of them noticed, even a little kid noticed. They can't hide it, how they're feeling. They wear their heart in their sleeves, and in this case, how could you not? It would show on your face. And they say that, right? Like, they say, like, trauma and things that you go through in life, it showcases in your eyes sometimes, on your face, the way you talk, the way you move, the way you react to things. It showcases all the time in that way. It really does. It's all over you if you talk to her. We need to ask her about the thing. Are you done talking with your companions? Are we able to ask her about this? Do you even see me? Am I real to you right now? What you... Oh, we didn't ask about the thing. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's fine. She isn't real to you right now. So this is not what we had to do. I thought we had to probably ask her. There's no way we can stop it now. I'm sorry. You'll be going back to when everything starts. So we don't have to do this? I might have to look up what I have to do because I'm not sure. It's been following you for a while, so as long as you can remember when it started. But then when you talk to her, it's overpowering. So overpowering you can throw up, so that smell has been following us. I know you thought your quest is over, but it can't be. Something's broken, yeah, the same thing, like a script. And the way Seafreen said, you even see me at this stage. If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have seen it, prevented it. Like every time you're about to loop back in time, you feel a tug in your stomach. You usually don't pay attention to the tug, but there's nothing else to focus on right now. You wonder what that's all about. Any second now. Well, it's my fault you have to suffer because I just hope one day you might learn to... Again. So that's not what we have to do then. I legit thought that we'd have to like talk to... the housemaiden. Because the librarian was like, oh, she was the one who like had everyone's dream, but I guess not. I'll look it up. Is this the wishes? The second near empty column style other. And then you realize this is a list of people who wish to save a guard. Okay. You look around the desk trying to find out more. Why would she record the people who wish to save a guard? There. It's a little notebook jammed between random boring paperwork. In it, the housemaid talks about witchcraft. How in the days before the king attacked, she noticed everyone was wishing to the favor tree for the same thing. To save a guard. And she started wondering if this wish could be the key to the king's defeat somehow. So the head housemaid knew about witchcraft. A wish for Vagard to be saved. Reading this, you start to wonder if this wish could be related to your loops. Have you been looping this whole time to save Vagard? If you think about it, it somewhat fits. You and your friends are the only ones who can save Vagard. So if you died, the wish could activate then, making sure to loop you back to before your death, so you could try again. Maybe the wish manifests itself by giving you the power to loop back in time. Without this power, you would have failed and died, and the king would have never been defeated, making the wish impossible to fulfill. So maybe that's what we have to fulfill this wish. You're here because of this wish? But Vagardians shouldn't know the correct rituals to wish, and rituals are the most important part. The wish shouldn't have come true then. Could their belief in the wish be enough to make it come true, like everyone wishing at the same time? If a lot of people wished on a countrywide scale, why is the wish centered on you? Is it because we're the only one who... Wait, why not everyone here? That's the thing, yeah, I'm wondering, yeah. And if that's the case, if the wish is why you're here, then why are you still here? You've beaten the king already? Yes, exactly. If that wish is why you're here, then loop would have stopped after you beat the king, right? The loop would have stopped. Did you do something wrong? The pieces don't completely fit yet, but there's no doubt in your mind that Vagardian's wish to save Vagard is why you're trapped in this loop. So kind of a countrywide wish somehow put us here in this loop. You're getting closer. You smile. Again, the smile because we're like little victories, right? Seafreen, is something wrong? You've been staring at this notebook for a while. Just lost in thought. Okay. Shall we get going then? You nod. That housemaiden. She's the one who wrote this. She knows about witchcraft. She knew something was wrong this whole time. She might know how to... You should talk to her, but first you have to talk to Loop. You have to tell her what you found. Wait, so you do have to talk... So I was right in saying you have to talk to her? But I was doing it in the wrong context? Right? That would be correct. So, like, it was actually the wrong order. Because I did it 100%. I'm not going to... Like I said, if I ever look something up... like, I obviously looked it up in steps of what you have to do. And what I actually found out, by the way, is that I was kind of doing the right thing, but I did it out of order, I think, then. Because all I saw was... in the thing it said, like, you know... you have to find... Talk to the librarian, which you did. We're on the right track there. And then find the thing on her table. Her desk. But I think there's more stuff you have to do. But I'm not sure if I did that already or something like that. But then apparently we should have been talking to the housemaid anyway. But just in the wrong order. Which is fine. You know what I mean? It's fine. I will say, like, you know... 110% the looping and the constant looping back and forth, all this stuff, like, it does get tough sometimes. It does. And I have no problem saying that, like, you know, I know people say, well, Calvin, it was your mistake to talk to the housemaid at that time. You're 100% correct. You are. It's a mistake I made. But then, like, it's like, in this game, a mistake you make, and again, I know that's Seafried's journey. I know that is. But mechanically, I think it's okay for me to also say that, like, you know, there's parts that are kind of a little bit frustrating when you're like, oh, I made this one mistake, and now I have to, like, do this whole thing over in a way, and now I have to fight the king again, you know what I mean? We just fought the king. And now we have to fight the king again, you know? And again, I understand, I want to say 100%, I understand that is Seafried's journey. One mistake can change everything. But I think it's also okay to mention, like, how I personally feel, right? And how, like, you know, because I'm not going to lie to you guys and be like, oh, I this is, like, so perfect into how I feel about everything, you know? There's going to be some stuff that will frustrate me. Now, the only thing I can say is, like, 100%, as I said, I think that is what's, like, that is Seafried's journey. It's a journey of frustration and how one mistake will end everything. It doesn't make every mechanic, like, so fun. Like, I said, the looping is incredible. Like, and that's the thing I always talk about, like, I've talked about it a million times before, so I don't even have to say it again, but I'll say it again. Like, so many times in the game, I'm like, holy crap, the looping in this is so amazing. Like, how they did this, like, the mechanics and how they interact with the world, the stuff you're able to find out, so interesting. But then, like, as I said, you make one mistake and it's like, oh, I have to do that all over again. We're gonna have to once again fight the king. Which, again, right? No good is gonna come out of this from me just being like, oh, I have to fight the king again, you know what I mean? Which, again, if anyone wants to say stuff like that, they can. But obviously, like, I'm just gonna be like, look, I have to fight the king. We have to fight the king again. I'm not fighting you because it will take a while. Okay, I think we have enough memories anyway to get back here anyway, so... So you have to talk to Loop first. But I think you guys get what I'm saying, like, you know? It's okay for me to think that the mechanics are absolutely incredible here. While also saying that, like, you know, there's aspects that I'm, like, kind of like... Don't you fall and you feel unsteady? That I'm like, I have to do this, you know? Because, like, even it's like, oh, I found out all about these books. Oh my god, and, like, these characters, like, treat me differently in this loop. We saw it there, the way they were talking to us, like, during the conversation with the housemaiden. And now it's like, oh my god, like, there's this, you know, like, there's so many, like, little cool things that go into this game. And here's the thing as well, like, also, like, say, for example, like, I usually talk to every character before I go and fight the king, and, like, and usually I would, you know what I mean, but I can't this time because I know I don't have as much time today, you know what I mean, especially with, like, a few other things I have to do as well, so it's like, I can't today, but other days I always make sure to, like, you know, I pause and I go talk to everybody. But we can't do it this time. But yeah, and I think you guys understand that. Like, I don't think you guys are unreasonable. It's okay for me to say, like, you know, parts of it frustrate me. I get why they're doing the frustrating parts. I get that that's Siegfried's journey, and also like 95% of it is absolutely incredible. You know what I mean? I think it's okay to say. Loop, all the excitement again. I figured it out, Loop. Everyone's wish is probably the reason I'm here. Which, if you think about really in a dark way, it's like everybody wishing so you could be in one place and stay in one place is very dark. You know what I mean? Like, it's all their wishes are the ones keeping me here. And I didn't even do anything. I didn't even give any input on this. Everyone's wish to save Vagard. Huh? It makes sense, Loop. I'm looping and not dying so we can beat the king. Everyone has been wishing for Vagard to be saved from the king. And if I die, the king can't be beaten. Vagard can't be saved. That's why I can't loop back in time. Loop, that's why. What? But then why? This whole time I might be trapped because Vagard wished for it. The Guardians don't know the ritual for the favor trees, but their belief and hope might have been enough. I think Loop's going to ask the question of like, well, you've defeated the king before, right? And then why in some other cases do you loop too? An entire country of people wishing for the same thing should be enough to make the universe listen, isn't it? And that housemaid knows this. She made a list. Look how excited and like frantic they are. And she knows about the loops. At the very end, she always notices. She knows about witchcraft, about the wish that brought me here. So she'll know it. She'll know how to fix it. I just need to ask. Is that so? But didn't you already? It is so. Okay, we're not even letting them like give their input here. Am I able to break the loop somehow? It might just be that I need to make everyone's wish come true, and everything will be back to normal. If I talk to her, she'll know. She'll be able to tell me what to do. If I can just talk to her. But Stardust, you already tried, and it's all thanks to you, Loop. What? If you didn't push me to keep going, if you weren't there, I wouldn't have gotten this far. They're like so appreciative because again, it's a moment of like revelation. It's an excitement of like, oh, I might be able to get out of this. It's adrenaline. It's all this stuff. And like, we've all been there with like again, I've talked about this before. In moments of anxiety when you get like a tiny bit of relief or something that puts a band-aid over that relief, everything seems amazing, right? I've talked about this before. Like I've had anxiety before where I've had like I've been worried about something for like weeks and something, and then it turns out it's okay. You have a cup of tea that day. It's the best cup of tea you've ever had in your life. You know what I mean? It's the best thing you've ever had. So thank you, Loop. After I talk to her, I'll see you, right? I'll see you in the brand new world. They doubt this, but I wonder if they're going to have the heart. Shows. Oh, you smile. Loop seems to smile back. But Stardust, before you go and talk to her, I had a theory while you were gone. A theory? How do I put this? The times when you look back on your own and not because of your death. I was thinking the reason why I might be linked to you. Wait, what? Linked to your emotional state? Emotions are often high, and when you loop back, it's in those moments, aren't they? So maybe you don't loop because you die, but because you feel like there would be no reason to go on, maybe. Interesting. In the moments where we loop, where like where we didn't die or something happens where we loop, and there's been plenty of times it's happened, it's because in our mind there's no reason to even live. Something that to you feels on the same level of hopelessness as death? On the same level as the world ending? You think about the house exploding in lights. Something like the death of my family members, you mean? Yes. Yes, when we saw the house blow up from the loop date, we thought there was no reason to even live anymore, so that's why we looped. Wouldn't that explain it? You can't continue because your party is dead. You can't continue because you killed a sadness in a way that makes them scared of you. There's no reason to go on because they think they won't see us in the same way. Holy hell. You can't continue because the king has beaten you and the kid is about to die. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You can't continue because somehow you know this is the end. Wow, maybe that's the case, but why would time loop back just because of how you feel? You didn't wish for any of this, did you? What about the head housemaiden? Why do I always loop back when I talk to her? I don't know yet. I don't know if what happens when the housemaiden is even related to that. It could be that this loop is the natural end or something. But if it is linked to your feelings, does something happen when you see her? Interesting. That makes you feel like this is the end. Are we gonna have a revelation here? You... Wait, what? We looped again? Loop sighs. Hey, Stardust, how can I help you? No! No! What? There's something about the... No. And there's nothing we can, like... ask here. Yeah, all the stuff is stuff we asked before. There's something about that moment with the head housemaid that makes us feel like it's over. That makes us... Aren't you bored? Me? No, don't worry about me, Stardust. I like being in the sun. What should I do next? Sure, Stardust. What do you need help with? You need help on how to help everyone find more loops? Yeah, it's fine. We're good with this here now for now. I had a question about... We asked about these. I've been seeing myself in the house. Yes! Yourself? Like how? You tell a little about how you saw yourself walking around the house a few times. An image of yourself walking around the house. Maybe the reflections? Remnants of your past loops? I wouldn't know. Remnants? Odile used the same word to describe the sadness. Could it be a sadness? Huh. You see a copy of yourself walking on, you assume it's a sadness. Are you sad, Stardust? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say they're linked to your loops. If they are, you might see them more and more as you loop through time. I actually saw one of them as I was going through the, like, trying to find what to do as well. Questions. So what we have here is that we have been seeing shades, and that's my theory, by the way, is that they're like, that they're us in other loops. See you later, stars, or maybe like an alternate loops or something that we're seeing from before. This is pretty crazy, and honestly though, like, we'll probably end the episode here. Again, like I said, I said it before with this game, like the episodes might be a little bit shorter, not because it's like a game I don't want to play, but because obviously, like, you know, there's different loops, there's different things we have to cut out sometimes, and what I might actually do is that, well, then again, we can fight them without doing the friendship stuff again, just for this video. Right? Because if I had to stop and talk to everybody, I definitely wouldn't have time, but... if you just go fight the king, I definitely could have the time, honestly. Right, we're back here again. 100 loops, you don't want to count anymore, but you have to, you'll go insane even more than you are now. You don't know how much longer you keep doing this. I don't know either. And I think that, like, it's like... counting the loops, like, is like almost like making it feel like, how do I say, like, that it's like almost like counting days in like solitary confinement or something, where it's like, yes, like it seems pointless, but it might keep your sanity somewhat there, right? Knowing that you're at least there and you're aware of something going on. Now this battle's gonna be tougher again without the abilities we have with the other characters, but let me equip some stuff here. What do we have for Seafreen, for example? Memory of looping? No, memory of is it the one with the HP? So memories of... Yes. Just that 100 loops, by the way. 100 loops at this point. Crazy stuff. Do you remember asking us this question again? And this time we have no answer for them, by the way. And the same as the last time too. Yeah, we can do this, and this time we can still do like some good damage as well. If I would have known, I wouldn't have to do this twice. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna have to do the shield. Honestly, you know what I might do? I don't know if you guys, but then again, I don't know if like if you think I might like go through the whole house again and with the double XP thing, and then save at the top again. Maybe I don't know if that's kind of a cheating thing too. Well, I guess it's just smart, but like we could do it like in like I could do it in my own spare time or something. I don't know what you guys would think about that though, because we might miss some stuff, right? But if I go through one loop myself and just like, you know, get some memories, get some more XP for all my party members, you know what I mean? And again, like, unless like you know what you guys might say is like there's probably something there as well that like you probably have to do. So like I do understand that as well. Like you might miss something, like a shade going around the place as well. This time we don't have the debuff, so I guess like after 100 loops, we look numb. Seafreen looks genuinely numb right now. Look at this. You see a vision of the future. We survived it. Everyone okay? You're still here. Yeah, we saw this before as well. Might as well buff some attacks when we get this moving. The palm strikes, I think, are the most effective against this boss with all this stuff. Especially if we do paper V and we get another attack in here as well for that too. Yeah. It's the most effective right now, especially when we have a buff on our attack. Yeah, it's definitely the most effective. We have nothing else to ask, right? Nothing to say. Pockets. Why not? Well, we could have used our own move to buff her. Why not? Let's just use that there. Assign a burst. Do a little weakness there as well. Attack. So after this part, sure. Yeah, like what's really kind of creepy to me about, like crazy to me about all this is that like, and we talk about this all the time, I think, but like in a different way. Like one of the things that like is really always very dark about this to me is that it's the loneliness of all this. We are like on an island. Seafreen, I should say, is on an island. Knowing all this stuff, knowing all this crazy stuff that's happening, but not truly being able to say something to anybody, you know what I mean? And again, we talked about this at the start of the game, how this was going to be so lonely, right? We said this. And it continues to be like one of the loneliest journeys that you could see in a game, or even in a story, right? It's like time travelers in general can feel lonely, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, even like on the most like comedic level, you know, one of my favorite stories of all time is let's see here. We have a boost attack. Let's just guard. You know, even on that level, it's a story like that is very funny, very comedic, but has a lot of drama to it as well. Even on that level, Marty McFly, before he meets Doc every time, or when he's not with Doc, he feels alone. Like, because again, not in the same way that you wouldn't go like, oh, what a lonely character, but in a different way where it's like, this character is the only one who knows what's going on in this situation. Everyone else is clueless. You carry that burden on your shoulders. And again, I know using Back to the Future as an example is probably crazy. And probably a better example would be ReZero. You know, that's probably a better example as well. Here we go. So after this part, did they wait? I don't think they did. I think I would know if they said wait, right? I think I would know. I might do it just to be safe, which might not be a good idea. I might do it just to be safe. There it is. Okay. Thank you, King. No problem. Again, it's just like my mind slips during these battles sometimes because there's so much on my mind in this game. Truly. Guard. Just a normal paper attack. Get that extra damage in. We're doing way better damage than we did before because we're being very direct about this, right? We're not waiting around. We're just going for it. So we'll get to talk to the housemate again. You know what I mean? Like, just like this. We're going for it. We know now savers is a very sarcastic term as well, right? In a way. He also hasn't debuffed us a lot as well, which maybe it's because we've been on him so much that he's like, he doesn't have time. It could be that as well. Like, we've actually been way more efficient this time with this battle. Like, 100%. Oh, we should have healed. But I mean, at this point, it's over. Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. I think it's literally he didn't have a chance because we kept sending him into different like cutscenes and stuff and different things you're supposed to do in the battle, you know? So he didn't even have a chance. Yeah, I think palm strikes and just attack are the way to go about that for sure. Whenever we get the chance to do just attack. And now I'm very worried about this too. How is the housemaiden going to react to this? Because it seems like all this time she's on a script constantly. So let's see. Not yet. Yeah, not when we still can't say it, right? We can fast forward through this as well. I'm very excited, but also nervous. Like every time we talk to the housemaiden, it is one of the scariest things, and I feel my like heart beating out of my chest. I feel like a feeling in the pit of my stomach every single time we talk to the housemaiden. Honestly, I genuinely feel that way. It gets very rough in my opinion. Because it's a feeling of like an ending without an ending. You know, it's very crazy. It's such a weird feeling. And we can't talk to the housemaiden first, right? Time will never go further than this. You can talk to everyone, stretch this moment out as long as you can, but it's all over when you talk to her. But this is it. This is it. It's the end of your journey. It has to be. She knows about loop. She knows about witchcraft. So she must know how to save you. You can ask her about this loop and finally bring it to an end, or I mean, we gotta ask her, right? Seafreen, what was it? I cannot talk to you, thank you enough for what you've done. I'm sure your companions have a lot to talk about. Why don't you talk to them and come back to me? I'd love to have a conversation with guardian saviors after all. But I'd like to talk to you now. Now? But you and your friends have such a wonderful journey together. And it's about to end. You should go and talk to them. Don't worry about me. I'll be right here for when you're done talking to them. That's crazy. She's still like, hey, talk to everybody. It's almost like it's like a script, right? It's almost on rails. Seafreen? Wait, what? I'm not dreaming? Oh, sorry, it's the same thing as before, yeah. I always get nervous when they do that thing as well, you know? And in the same questions we asked before as well. Yeah, the group hug. I hope we do get a group hug at some point. It's about the sister as well, right? And then we talked to Odile. See, we could have. I obviously like wasted a lot of time beforehand. But at least we had these conversations before, so it's not like we didn't get to see them. You know what I mean? Which is good. Now we can just go straight to the housemaiden. Just know, yeah, this time here if you want to talk. Well, yeah. So they didn't skip this over before we forget, though. Please don't interrupt. Don't interrupt? I interrupt what? She looks Yzbo's way. Oh my god! Of course. I have to say I'm surprised, Seafreen. I thought you didn't know. I'm going now. And we know because of all the frickin' loops. Good luck, I suppose. But Odile knows. Oh my god. Seaf, we did it. Oh, they were... Oh my god, Seafreen said what they were about to say as well. We did it... No, that's so brutal. I didn't even notice that before. We can finally go back to our normal lives. Isn't it great? It is. We said what they said to us. Like that's another thing that would be so frustrating to be like, yeah, say this thing, say that thing, you know, with your friends, your family. Words that mean a lot to them. Wait, what? Seif? Is it... What? You look kind of upset. What's wrong? Nothing. What did you want to tell me? No, it doesn't matter right now. You don't look good at all. Are you hungry? Oh no, no matter what. It's like almost like it's like destined not to happen at this stage. I could tell Bonnie to. Stars. You want to scream. You just want to scream right now because of all the frustration. Wait, is the screen gone fuzzy? No. There's no way that they're looping us back. You did everything right. And he won't say, oh my god. Yeah, that frustration. All the lights that we think at the end of the tunnel. At least I'll get to talk to Isabeau this time. At least I'll get to talk to Isabeau this time. Maybe this time I'll get to talk to Isabeau. And still it won't work. He can't say it. The universe won't let him say it. You're not stupid. You know what it is. What he wants to tell you. You know. But it doesn't count if he doesn't say it. It doesn't exist if it's not said. And imagine having this thought process as well, because there's so many loops where we don't have the things that was said before said to us again, so they never exist again in Siegfried's mind. In fact, you can't trust even if he did say it. No, maybe it's not even true. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, and it's being because you forced. No. This is a very dark way to think. You did, didn't you? You forced him. You're forcing him right now. That's no, you can't look at it that way. I know that's what Siegfried's going to think of it as, but we can't. Making sure everything is perfect. Making sure you're perfect. It's because you're looping, you're forcing him, manipulating him to say it. To think it. Making sure he has to say it. Making sure he has no recourse. It's not good. It's awful. He can't feel this way about someone. No, Siegfried. Someone disgusting like you. Siegfried, please stop gripping your hair. You're going to hurt yourself. Don't touch me. You feel... Wait, we loop back to here? Everything okay? Yep, all good. Oh, okay. Anyway, Steve, I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to go back to my old job, you know. Make sure to say hi when you're near Giovanni, okay? Jesus Christ. Memory of confession. Cool. Stupid stuff aside, though. Are you doing okay? What do you mean? Really dark stuff to watch and really hard stuff to watch. What was happening there in my mind anyway? And again, I always say I can't diagnose anyone or anything. I would never would. There's something in Siegfried's head that is not only thinking of how awful they might be, but it's thinking about how everyone else that all the actions they've done up to this point that they felt like they were telling themselves like was all because I want to save people, which I still think it is the truth. They're now getting into their own head and saying that they don't deserve love because of all this stuff, that they're disgusting, that they're not, that no one should even say that thing to them. He's saying that he's forcing, and again, it's one of those things where like there is a truth to the idea that we are trying to change the situation so that Isabeau can say this to us, right? There is a truth to that, but it's now being kind of like tilted a little bit from what Siegfried is saying. What Siegfried is saying is that, like, not only have I manipulated the situation, but I'm so horrible that I'm, like, forcing them to love me. I'm making sure, and the idea of I'm making sure I'm perfect. The conversations that we've had with people, the hangouts, the make sure we're always smiling, making sure we're not upset, making sure they can't notice these things about us. We're always focusing on what's the best conditions to have Isabeau talk to us. And not only that, but everything throughout the game, we're always focused on what's the best conditions for Mirabelle to be able to speak up to us. What's the best conditions for Bonnie to trust us? What's the best conditions for Odile to know we want to help them with their book? Like, what are these conditions? We've had to literally go through Mirabelle's private stuff to look through this. We've had to, like, you know, use the loops to really find out what Bonnie is into, and that's stuff that we wouldn't have paid attention to probably before because it's just a passing thing. We wouldn't have looked for that book originally, you know what I mean? So there is this feeling probably from Siegfried where it's like, I'm such a horrible person because yes, I'm looping and I'm quote unquote saving people during this loop, but every single time I'm looping, I'm changing things so that it can be more perfect, more, like better, and they see it as a manipulation. And it's led to this more, so we know they already had self-hatred. But now they're feeling they're not even capable of these characters loving them, which again, this happens a lot with mental health too. We had this before where they felt like they weren't capable of people caring about them. And O'Deal, in a way, O'Deal was the one to be like, no, I do see you as family. You know what I mean? Because they were like, we're not family. This isn't my family. And O'Deal's like, no, I do see you this way as friends, not just allies. But especially with mental health, the good thing that happened to you last week doesn't always give you a good fortune next week in your mind. Because what's happening with Stephen's looking at all these characters and thinking, you know, you could say, I enjoyed helping them out. I enjoyed having a conversation with them. I enjoyed having such a good time with them. I enjoyed helping them find their book, get stronger. The bonding we had with Bonnie, all this stuff. But they're not seeing it as like a helpful thing. They're seeing it as I have manipulated all of the people I love into these situations because I know where they're going to end up, and I haven't told them anything about this as well. And they got so frustrated when Isabel wouldn't say anything. At first it's like, oh my god, he can't say it. But then in that frustration on him not saying it turned into, well, do I deserve it? At this stage of all the stuff that I've done, I've chosen to do I deserve it? And again, it's all in Seafreen's head, trying to make themselves feel like they are a worse person than they are. I think there's the idea of like, someone talked about in the comments again, correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I never want to diagnose anyone, but there's like those like intrusive thoughts where they can range from like anything on like the smallest level of like compulsions and intrusive thoughts to the highest level, which like, and I know there's not levels, but like to a very extreme degree, to the point that like Seif here now has gone from, oh, my family, they don't actually see me as friends or family, to I do not deserve love, I'm disgusting, I'm manipulative, I'm all this stuff, which we know that Seafreen deep down is trying to help. Is trying to make something good out of this thing. Is trying to get, and very, I think, understandably, trying to get out of this loop. But still, in their own mind, they are telling themselves that they are disgusting because that's what that's how they've like tricked their own mind. And again, I understand you could say there's a morality thing, and we've talked about that. But I don't think Seafreen is a bad person. I don't. I think Seafreen has been put into a situation that no one should be put in at all. And that's what always goes back to me. I have 5 characters in other games where people go like, oh, they're this and that. And like the true criminals, and it's the same thing with like, I always say this like about Danganronpa. You know what I mean? Whenever a character does something like, and again, you should always call out characters. And I don't think Seafreen's on the same level of some characters or other characters done bad, but it's like, the true crime here is the situation that Seafreen's been put in. Not Seafreen utilizing this thing. In my opinion. It's very dark. It's a very dark thing. Talking what everyone made you think again. You made you think that maybe you could keep this going for a little bit longer. Live in the loops for a little bit longer. Interesting. Keep the play going for a little longer if you wanted. You can always talk to her later and escape the loops in her time, can't you? No matter what, it's all over for you when you talk to her. Wait, so you think it's the end? Are you done talking with your companions? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. I'd like to thank you for accompanying young Mirabel this far. I'm very grateful. Seafreen, yes? If there's anything I can do to thank you, please don't hesitate to let me know. I know you'll be back on your travel soon, but I'd like to keep in touch, if only for young Mirabel. But I want to... Okay, yeah, please don't... No. I know about witchcraft. Witchcraft? Oh, witchcraft. Yes, it just so happened that a lot of people of God for this country wish to be saved. I didn't think it would work, but if you're here... So they're saying that the party being here, not just that we're looping, maybe, did... No, don't do it again. Oh, no, wait. Seafreen, I'm so sorry. Again. There's no way we can stop him. I'm sorry. You'll be going back again. It's a script again. How demoralizing, how brutal is this? But you can fix it, can't you? I know you thought your quest is... Oh, it's the script again. It's the script again. No, she's repeating the same thing still. Why is it always repeating the same thing over and over and over? You just wish she would answer you. Now that you know, now that I know, you can fix it. Seafreen thought that was the solution. Wait, what? Fix it? What the hell? Like eye to eye, face to face. It's too late, Seafreen. It's always been too late. I got chills when she said this. But if you know about witchcraft, you must know how... Oh my god, oh Sifrine. It's true. All of Vagard wished the favor tree, wished for us to be saved. We wished for a savior. And a way for us to win against the king. And witchcraft gave us the means to do it, didn't it? Make sure to work. Stop. So that's what happened, a savior. Able to retry as many times as it took. But that's not fair of poor Sifrine. So you could beat the king. Right, so... But something went wrong, didn't it? Something goes wrong every time. If you're here now asking about witchcraft 100 times it went wrong. Well, technically 100 times, but... Then something must be wrong, isn't it? This isn't the first time you've gotten this far, isn't it? Oh, this is the first time they've gone off script, by the way. It shouldn't be like this. Why does the time loop back? Even though the king has been defeated. The only answer I can find is because we did it wrong. Defeated the king wrong? I don't know what happened, but we must have done it wrong. None of us in Vagard know the exact ritual, but... Oh no, the ritual wrong. But we must have done it wrong. It broke. And it doesn't answer us at all anymore. Or maybe someone wished for it. Wished for us to fail. Wished for this. Something made our wish break. Made it fail, made it rot. Or maybe the wish can't come true anymore somehow. Maybe the king wasn't defeated right away. It'll forever remain incomplete. And witchcraft, the world will not abide by it. I don't know. So she thinks again it's because people wished in the wrong way. It didn't work, it's broken. Oh, look at Steve's face. You can't move. You can't breathe. The wish. This is horrible. It's so horrible. It's broken. All this journey we've been on, the loops, we've done 100 loops to get to this one point. She can't help you even now. You're stuck here forever. If only we had fought back against the king instead? If only didn't wish for such a thing. If only I knew this would happen. If I had not noticed sooner, I would never let people wish at all. To know you'll be trapped. Stop. I'm sweating. Stop. I'm so sorry. It's all our fault, all of Vagard, that you have to suffer like this. I just hope that one day... Oh, the Sifrines, all the loop Sifrines, the shades we were seeing, the versions of ourselves. And this is why she was saying you'll forgive us. All this time. Because in the first place, she's saying they shouldn't have wished for this, and that's what made Sifrine stuck here, as she said, for all eternity. It was the wishes of everybody, but in the wish she thinks they wished in the wrong way, not with the proper ritual, so it broke it. And she said she just should have fought back against the king. Oh my god, look what we're looking at here. Again. I'm sweating buckets. You're out of time. What a freaking... Loop 101. That's so freaking brutal. You're back. You're back. It's fine, it's fine. You had a theory, and it was wrong. You thought that housemaid would know how to save you, but she doesn't. That's all good. How? That would F up my brain forever. I did 100 loops to get to this point. I had all this excitement, finally to be able to solve this. And it turns out that wasn't it in the end. It's fine. It's all fine. At least you know why you're here. You're here because everyone wished for it. Everyone got... Oh my god. What? That's the... And again, in Sifrine's mind, that's the way he's phrased it. They didn't wish for Sifrine's suffering, but that's what happened. That wish trapped Sifrine for eternity. And that's why all this time the freaking housemaid was saying that you'll forgive us. Everyone wished we just stuck repeating everything. To be rotting here forever. And again, look, every time we say something, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. People in Vagard wish for the king to be defeated, for Vagard to be saved. But no one knew how to do witchcraft. No one knew the correct rituals. Is that why? Is that why you've been stuck in this loop? They wished for it, but wished wrong. And so the wish is breaking, folding in on itself? Because it was done wrong? Or maybe you didn't know... They wish for the king to die, but he disappears every time you win. And the wish revolves around you, so maybe you're doing something wrong every time, and that's why you're stuck here. Isn't that insane that, like, for the first time ever, we truly have, like, an answer as to what we can, like, pinpoint something as to why we're here. And again, it goes back to blaming ourselves. That has to be why. If you're still looping after everything, after trying it all, then it must be that you're missing something. You must be going against the wish's will without realizing it. That's why it brings you back. Because you're doing something wrong. So Siegfried is thinking, okay, because like I'm not following the wish to a T. But no, I think the wish being broken is the best bet here. You don't want to be here, so what? What are you doing wrong? Are you waking up wrong? Or going to the house? But you have to go. You have to be the king's safe guard, because obviously saving the guard is why you're here. We're thinking that we wake up wrong? Like, that's how much we're blaming ourselves at this stage? Defeating the king is why you're here, and you do defeat him. You fight. You get his guard down. He talks. Everyone talks. You attack all at once, and you defeat the king with your own two hands. No. You don't defeat him with your own two... Mirabelle. So we have to deal the final strike? You never even once defeated him yourself. Is that why? It has to be why. Because the savior didn't actually do anything? Didn't actually kill him in the end? But why do you specifically need to defeat the king? Why would everyone wish revolve around... No, don't think about it. This is definitely it. Oh my god, again, it's like that reassuring thing. It has to be. This is it. If they all wish for you to defeat him, and you're the only one stuck in this loop, then you need to do it yourself. Oh my god, rip his hair out and reach into his chest, fight him and tear his apart, and kill. It always comes back to him, doesn't it? It's his fault you're here. It's his fault you can't escape. It's his fault so many people are suffering. We're reassuring ourselves in the most, way. Like, there you go, and then laughing to ourselves. That's a theory. That's a goal. We have a goal. You just make sure Mirabelle doesn't deal the final hit. That's all you need. That's all you blinding need. But it's okay, right? It's fine, isn't it? Even if the entire country wished for you to be here, it's okay, isn't it? Oh, we keep trying to... Oh my god, this is so... I don't want to get sick. Because your family is here. You can stay with them forever? Oh, the one thing we have. You can live with this as long as you're with them. You're fine as long as you're with them. You're fine, aren't you? You're fine. Keep reassuring ourselves. You're fine. You're fine. It's like a band-aid, as we said before. But this thought, it's not enough for you to go on anymore? You want to be with your family. Not with those fictional characters who have taken their place. They can never change. They can never find out. They can never truly see you. They can only repeat the same lines over and over because that's all they could do, because you won't even allow them to do otherwise. So Siegfried is saying they're fictional characters because they're on a certain script. It's like a choose your own adventure. If I say this thing, they'll say this thing. If I say this thing, then they'll say that thing. If only Mirabelle didn't deal the final hit every time. If only she. If only. If only you knew. If only the wish... Whoa. The final move is come true. Make it all the loops to kill the king, rip him to pieces. Binding every time. You just need to kill him. You need to kill him, 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 kill him. You need to get to the end and win. And make sure everyone's wishes come true. You just need to. You just need to defeat the king on your own. You're fine. Get up, Siegfried. You have a country. I feel trapped. I feel trapped and claustrophobic right now. I feel like my heart is pounding, like I have chills. This is like I can't, whatever's happened to Siegfried, like it's not happened to me, but I'm saying for me, I feel like, in this whole situation, it feels like you're trapped. It feels like the players, I'm trapped. Oh, the gentle getting up off the ground as well. Holy, oh, Siegfried, you're awake. I thought you were napping. I was just about to wake me up. Yes, I'm sorry. I hope that's okay. Well, I had an idea for tonight, and to me, we're just finishing the sentences now. Yes? Oh, did you have the same idea? Okay, well, I won't keep you then. Let's all meet at the clock tower later then, alright? Talk to you later. We're not even trying to hide it, Mirabelle. You need your family's strength. You need to kill the king for Mirabelle, but You don't want to be here anymore. You have to get the king as fast as possible. Get him to close to death as fast as possible. And for that, you make sure everyone else is strong enough. You need to make sure they're all powerful as they can be. So we have to level them all up, basically. You have to talk to them as well, have conversations with them as well. We're in Act 5 with 101 loops. So first of all, this is we're gonna end the episode here. But so first of all, Sifrine, saying I don't want to be here. That's like, I feel like one of the first times they've like said it outright, and not with themselves, I know, but said it like that. I don't want to be here. And to me, that like it's because they got into the stage where like everything frustrates them, every aspect. Because even like they had like, well, at least I have my family. You know what I mean? At least I have them. But now Sifrine doesn't even want to spend time with them in that way because they're to Sifrine's own words. And I don't think Sifrine truly like, what's Sifrine's perception of what's happening right now? It's hard not to see them as fake, right? In Sifrine's mind, what you would be going through. Because whilst you've for the first few loops, it's like, oh, look at all the stuff I can change here. Oh my God, I get to hang out with them and do this thing. Oh, they never said that before. But now, on top of all the characters constantly saying the same thing, we've heard Mirabelle ask for the sleepover so many times. On top of all that, we did everything we could to get Isabeau to say I love you. And even in that moment, they're on rails like a choose your own adventure style thing. It's almost like it's not supposed to happen there. And that's frustrating as heck for a character who's going through a time loop. 101 times you talk to these different versions of your friends and family, and 101 times you have different variations of the almost similar things that they've said. Obviously things have changed over time, but you're talking about 101 loops. 101 times you've met Mirabelle. 101 times you've met the characters. You've been standing at the dungeon door, which are the characters in your party. 101 times. Well, 100 times. I would say on average maybe 20, maybe 10 times we fought the king personally, but that we know of. And the king says similar stuff every single time. It's hard not to feel like you're the only real person alive right now. Right? If you think of it that way. Sifrine obviously is thinking of themselves less and less in terms of thinking of how the quality of their character, who they are as a person. They're constantly thinking about themselves less and less of like, I am a bad person. I did this. I'm manipulating. I'm doing this. And even at one point they thought to themselves, oh, wait, maybe we could keep looping because I want to spend time with my family. But obviously, like again, there's like a need to get to the end here. And even in that moment when we finally found out what was going on here, which is that, the wishes of everybody and it was a broken wish. And I kind of was writing the theory of a broken wish, but it was a different type of thing. It's like and again, it might not be the right theory anyway, but a broken wish that everyone wished for, but they didn't do the right ritual. And because of that, they've trapped Sifrine in this internal loop. That even the housemaid, can you imagine that? This whole time, the housemaid, you're like, you saw Sifrine, I'm so excited. I can look, Loop, I found out about this thing. I can go talk to the housemaiden. And even the Loop tried to say something there where they were like, are you sure? Are you sure? That didn't work last time. You know what I mean? And can you imagine that all this time, like that excitement, then we get to the housemaiden and she presses her face against our face and says, I am sorry. We're the reason that you are here right now. We're the reason that you're like this. We're the reason that you're trapped here. And still, even in that moment, right? Every single individual in this world, when people do them wrong, should get to say, that person did me wrong. You know what I mean? These people suck for what they've done to me. And even though they didn't intentionally do it, it's a very human thing. And Sifrine did feel the way. They're the reason that I'm suffering. But they almost instantly went back to, I did something wrong. And Sifrine did nothing wrong to be in this situation that we know of. Sifrine shouldn't be in this situation. But they're still going to keep telling themselves that because they have this power to do these loops, because they have this timecraft power, because they've used the word manipulated, they have manipulated time, they've changed the past. Every single reality we go into, we change something, maybe even slightly. they feel like they're a manipulator. They feel like they're a bad person because of it. But again, to me, the real crime is that Seafreen should never have been even involved in this at all. You saw it there. They were trying to reassure themselves over and over again. There's a frustration there as well where like, even like when they were talking about Mirabel, I sensed like a bit of like, not disdain for Mirabel, but there was like a disdain for the situation. Why does she always have to do this? I have to be the one to kill the king. Not only that, but like then like, you know, even like the way they were talking about the king, you know, ripped their heart out. We've seen them talk like this before, the brutality that they can get to, because again, 101 loops, 101 potential, you know, bringing you back from the past. Even when we're talking to Isabel, I think we looped again. Maybe that didn't count as a loop. I'm not sure. Seafreen's mind has been going through so much, and Seafreen has been going through so much, that I'm not surprised that they're at a point now where not only are they blaming themselves constantly for this stuff, but they're not accepting. And that can be good because then we're going to find a way to get out of this, right? But most people, I think, you know, would it be right in saying Seafreen is like coming up with different things in an attempt to protect their own mind from going too far? The whole you're fine. Oh, we just have to do this. We just have to do that. These small victories all the time. I think that's what they're getting at here. Because at the end of all of this, right, we now know that like from the housemaid's perspective that everyone wished for us to be in this situation. And as Seafreen said, it feels like everyone wished for my suffering. But no one intended that. Nobody intended that. But no matter what, Seafreen has seen Bonnie now die. We've seen our friends' eyes as we're dying several times. We've broken our neck on a banana. I know it sounds so like it's so weird to bring that up. We've broken our neck on a banana. We've frozen ourselves in time multiple times. I've personally intentionally died to the king before. The horrors that Seafreen has seen should not be seen by anyone. And on top of all that, I think the most horrific moments in these games, like, yes, the deaths are horrific. But every time we loop with the housemaid, for some reason, that's the darkest moment for me. Because that's the ending of a video game. That's the ending of a journey. And it feels claustrophobic because, like, again, can you imagine you get to the credits of a game every single time you're about to hit credits on a game and the game tells you to go back to the start again? And that's what this game does. And again, I think it's intentionally claustrophobic. It feels like you're trapped. And it makes you feel like absolute garbage. Legitimately. Seafreen wants to be the one to kill the king. Seafreen still has in their mind, again, to protect their own mind, there's something I can do, and I hope there is something they can do. Because I think Seafreen, like, I don't know how they're still, like, moving forward. You know what I mean? My legs wouldn't even let me move at this stage if I was in that position. And you know what I think it is? I genuinely think what I think it is that it's not that they're in a great state or in a better state than other people would be. They're in a worse state. And because of that, they're not in the right mentality anymore. They don't see this as real as they did before. There's actors. There's a script. There's all this stuff is bound to happen. But still, they don't want to be here anymore. They don't even want to be in this place anymore. They don't want to be here. So that's what's moving them forward. And saying it out loud, I don't want to be here. I feel like the stuff they're saying is trying to protect their own brain constantly, and that's probably why they're able to get up and move forward. Because if they don't, then it's just going to cause them more suffering. And it's almost interesting because, like, getting up is going to give them suffering. You know what I mean? Getting up is going to make them suffer. Walking is going to make them suffer. Asking more questions is going to lead to suffering. It's what it's done this whole time. And now, if you laid there on the grass like this, 5 hours might go by and you loop again. I guarantee it. Because the way Seafreen thinks, if they're not occupied, they start thinking about all this stuff. What are they going to think about? Everyone's going to think everyone's going to think I don't want to do anything. Oh, they hate me now. I refuse to leave. I refuse to go to the house. And then what happens? Life isn't worth living without my family. Loop again. guys, that's going to do for this video. I'm probably just going to end it there. I think I would have to end it there. I appreciate you all being so amazing and being so awesome. I don't know how many acts are in this game, but we are on Act 5 now. Macbeth would end here. But I appreciate you all so much, and I want to say thank you so much to Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yule, Rash, Industa, Death Drop, Links Marky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, High Kasparian, Jared Beanham at the highest tier of my YouTube, RoyGam7 and Blasco. I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.